Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Sunday night, and you know what that means. We are live in effect as we start to look at the markets as they open up in Asia. So we're going a little bit early, so we're going to answer just a comment or two. And before we get to the Chinese or the markets in Asia. And let's see here. Let's get everything out and ready to go. As we are here as I report to you from behind this plastic microphonic device. We've got Red Crawler here exploring. We've got the Global Warmer with a thumbs up and hanging loose with us tonight. Thank you, Global Warmer. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And a lot of good folks here popping in. We've got Patrick Ekstrom is here. Good to see you. And Skywalker Precious Metals. Good to see you, brother. And there's Red Crawler again. Look at that. We just saw Red Crawler at the very top of these comments. Hey, good greetings, my friend. And we also have Pistol Pack and Pilot is with us here tonight. A channel you should check out. It talks about precious metals, the Second Amendment, guns, gun reviews, and he's also an actual certified bona fide pilot. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's right. There's Pistol Pack and Pilot. So check out his channel. Chris Phipps is here. Donovan Robbins is here. We've got the Tigro Amber Constitutional Stacker is here. Thank you, Constitutional Stacker. 2024. That's right. He's running for president. Check him out. Yeah, I don't know why he wasn't on the debate stage. We should have had him there. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hoosier Stacker. Good to see Hoosier. The one and the only. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. All right, so let's get into these comments here. We've got NorCal Stacker on this video about the COMEX massive 8 million ounces set into the registered column. Says, buy the metals to keep and use when the dollar collapses. Don't expect to make a profit. It's God's money. That's right. That's kind of how I look at it. Gold and silver are there to be seen as the actual savings vehicle, the ultimate savings vehicle, for sure, to the course of time. President Stacker, that's right. Thank you, Constitutional Stacker. Let's see here. Very good. And let's see. Yeah, we'll see what happens when the markets open up. It'll be interesting. We do track it, not just by a dime. We'll do it by the cent. 1 red cent move. That we'll be tracking it with cents. That makes the most sense, right? All right, Nickel Stacking is here. Good to see you. And let's see here. Okay, Showbridge says silver derivatives can be sold, and the dates move and move. That's the COMEX. Just because it has a delivery date isn't the same as deliver. Well, that's right. And I pretty much explained that very notion in the video. JP Morgan Chase will short it heavier if they get near a delivery and they don't like the price. Chase is the biggest manipulator of silver there is. Even if they need the silver to cover, they can lease on existing silver to cover the shorts. As you touched on in the storage, ounces is truly unknown because of the above issues. I hold physical silver, but the idea silver is going to squeeze in any great way or climb back to $30 is wishful. Maybe in 2024, maybe we'll climb. That's right. I think that's a good point, T. Trowbridge. Very good point. Yep, just because it's set into the deliveries column does not necessarily mean it's going to be sent out in physical form. Rocky Superstar is here. Good to see you. Civil Wolverine is here. Welcome. Good to see you. Thank you, Constitutional Stacker. Appreciate that, brother. He says smash the like. And thanks again for the super chat. Definitely no need to do that, but I'm honored and humbled, and I appreciate your support. Yes, indeed. Good to see you guys. And Liquid Electrum is here too, brother. Good to see you. All right. EEGY1 says here the following. Imagine the price of silver goes to $50, he says here. Lots of unprofitable mines would open up, dumping more supply on the market and depressing the price. There's only one commodity whose supply does not depend on price. Bitcoin. 6.25 Bitcoin every 10 minutes, no matter if the price is 10K or 100K. People should wake up, stop wasting money on silver, and buy Bitcoin. All right? Well, that's interesting in perspective here, but, the thing is they may not mine any bit more Bitcoin, but, rarity does not equate to value. They're mutually exclusive. There's no question about that. I'm going to keep the silver. No, you can keep the Bitcoin, and I'm not against Bitcoin, but you don't have to work against it. They're two different assets. Snakebite, thank you, brother. All right, he's encouraged me to slurp along, and the markets have opened, so we're gonna do a market check and then a slurp. Look at this, folks. Well, you know what? So here we are, and this just goes to show you that it has not even moved 1 cent, not 1 cent for either metal at the beginning of the markets. In fact, they've been open for 2 minutes now. I apologize. I read that last comment later. Wanted to catch the markets right as they open. This is unusual. We usually don't see this kind of activity where there's nothing happening right at the open. Usually there's a snap. Well, it snaps a couple little here and there. It may go up a dime or two in one direction or another, and then it kind of comes in and pulls back a little bit into the other direction slightly. But wow. So we're going to slurp for snake bite. Here we go. We do have our coffee here. And appreciate you guys. Good to see you guys. Okay, bank holiday in England today. I did not know that. Okay, wow. So it's a bank holiday in England. All right, very good. Yep, yeah. Some people can make a lot of money on Bitcoin, and I'm not. Yeah, I'm definitely not down on that. I've made some money on Bitcoin. I actually sold it for gold. But yeah, but it's a totally different thing. Totally different thing. Let's see here. Let's refresh this one more time and see. Okay, now they're starting to move. Silver's down 0.02 cents, or 0.02% rather. 24.31. Gold is actually snapping up a little bit. It's up a dime. There we go. So it is actually up a dime. All right, very good. Whoa, look at here. Who is this? What is this? Oh, Spectacular. Oh, my goodness gracious. Spectacular. Thank you, brother. He says, I missed this. He says, press 1 if Settlement Metal was the most knowledgeable coin and metals channel on YouTube. Oh, my goodness. I don't know about that. Oh, man, I don't think that's really the case. But thank you, brother. Very kind of you to say that. I tell you what, Spectacular he has pioneered the Coin Shop interview. You know, this famous Coin Guy videos. I think between Spectacular's knowledge and Coin Guy's knowledge, it's amazing what he's been able to do there. So check out the Spectacular's channel. Yes, indeed. Very good. Thank you, brother. Good to see JM Unleashed. Cybercurrent Twitcher is here. Welcome, CCT. Good to see you. All right. Thank you again to the great Spectacular. Very kind of you, sir. I was wondering where these ones were coming up, and I looked up there. Oh, there's that is. My chat kind of had paused there for a minute. I had to get down to the bottom of it. All right, so we'll get back up there. By the way, Platinum and Palladium are moving as well, too. Let's see here. 1257, 956. Okay, so Palladium has not moved. I don't know why this thing shows. It should really just even out here or zero out when there's no movement at all. But Platinum is indeed up $1. No movement in Palladium. All right, very good. And where are we at? Let's get over here to the comments again. So Mystery Buyer says, I still don't see why a billionaire just doesn't do something funny. Just start by buying up all the Mercury dimes that are for sale. Have some fun, do something. Yeah, can you imagine? Although that would take quite a lot of time and energy to make that happen. And then I'm going to do that as a social experiment to try to corner the Mercury dime market. Well, yeah, that would be quite interesting to do, but they would have to do a lot of work. All that stuff is spread out in a lot of different directions. And thank you to JM Unleashed for posting a link to Spectacular's channel. Very kind. Ghost in Plain Sight is here. Appreciate you guys joining us tonight. If you are here, if you don't mind, there is that thumbs up button. It does help. I appreciate you guys joining us. So we're looking at these markets, and it'll be very interesting to see what happens with these markets. In fact, right now, everything is down a little bit. Even silver, in a fraction of a cent, moving down into negative territory. Now gold is down a dime. That's right. It was up a dime, and now it's down a dime. So we'll see here what's going on there. But as we track this and see what's going on. But remember, I just posted a video yesterday afternoon about what's going on in the COMEX. And we're going to be responding to that, and that could play a part and role and see what happens there with the COMEX. And all of these metals, all of this, all of these registered delivery, 8 million ounces approximately. Silver Drill Pickle is here. Good to see you. Parker Kelly. Mark Razor is here. Yes, indeed. So we'll see. Let's see here. Now, with that being said, with the information from, I'm gonna do a little bit of a poll here, with what we learned based off of the markets. What will silver do by Friday of this week? Very simple question. Very simple question. Let me do this. Hold on a second, Nick. I did see that. Just a second. I can't do two things at the same time, unfortunately. Very easy, quick question here. Given what we've just learned, what will silver do? We'll find out and see. But Nick has joined us. All right, very good. Okay. Nick says, please tell me when to buy more gold. Okay. You know what? Boy, that's a dangerous thing to ask. But hey, you asked it. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate the $1.99 super chat. So I'm going to tell Nick. All right, this is a very rare thing, but he's asking me to do it. I think you should buy gold on Wednesday morning, no matter what the price is. Buy an ounce of gold. How's that? Okay. And now, do you want me to tell you what type to buy? We'll see here. All right. Now, the other thing you guys should do is, if since gold has gone down a dime, I think you should just go ahead and sell it all. Sell all of the gold. Go ahead and sell it all. Get out while you can. That's right, Spectacular. No, I'm teasing you. He's teasing it too. Oh, thank you, Liquid Electrum. I appreciate that, my friend. Wow, very kind of you. I'm honored and humble, but I don't think I have to disagree. There's a lot of better channels than mine. And, well, and you know, the thing is we're all kind of different. We're all kind of different. Wednesday morning, Nick. Yeah, that's right. Wednesday. If you can do it Wednesday morning, that would be great. I'll be very curious to see what you get. Yes, indeed. All right. But Jamie Fox, good to see you. As we march on through here, do you dollar cost average your PM purchases? Yes, to a degree I do. What type of gold? Pure gold. I would say 3 nines or better. Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. There you go, constitutional stacker. Yes, indeed. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right, good to see you guys. All right, so there's where the markets are. Movements all on the downside, except for palladium. Palladium is not showing anything. Silver's now moved down 1 cent. 1 cent. Very, very good. All right. What would silver do? That's right, or Spectacular. What would silver do? That's right. Or maybe it's what would Sal do? I don't know. What would silver do? What would Sal do? All right, let's see here. Good crowd. You guys are wonderful. Yeah, the yellow kind. That's right, nickel stacking. I like that. All right, I'm different. Yeah, we all have our own personalities, you know. Everybody's got their own thing. Like Savage Stacker here. Savage Stacker, great guy. Very, very cool. He's got his own personality. Oh, well, look at this. Rocky Superstar has now just signed up to become an honorary citizen. Thank you, Rocky. Again, and Silver Supplement is here. Good to see you guys. And Mark Razor, what's going to take to move the market? Yes, indeed. It'd be very interesting. Well, I think, honestly, Mark, what I had posted about yesterday very well could move the market if something comes of it, like what we saw in 2020. So we'll see here. Oh, my gosh. All right. Oh, man. Thank you, Pissapackum Pilot. Man, he says, put your coffee down, my friend. Have a beer on me. Thank you, brother. I'm going to have a beer summit again sometime soon. That would be cool. We'll do it. Thanks you, my friend. I appreciate that so much. Very kind of you, sir. All right. Yes, indeed. And let's see here. All right. Now, so Savage Stacker, he says the following here. I know you said not to, but I made a purchase just based off of this video. Well, look at that. Well, so there you go, Nick. Savage Stacker made a purchase off this video, and I told him to buy gold on Wednesday. Yes, indeed. Crazy. So let's see. So he says, rolling the dice on this one, Sal, but I think I'll be all right. Just a couple more 10-ounce bars in the stack. What can it hurt? But my luck will pull back. There you go. Yes, indeed. All right. We'll see. Thanks for the video. Thank you. All right. We'll see what happens. Thank you, Savage Stacker. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very good. Okay, Matt Bittner, the SEC might knock on your door for market manipulation. That's very true. They could happen. That very well could happen. So Nick says here, if you could only stack one type of gold, which one? Now, when you say type, there's several different ways to define that. And let me first do a quick market check here real quick, and I'll mull this over. So right now, gold is now going back and forth. It's up a dime. It's going down a dime and up a dime. Silver is now down 1 cent. Platinum is down $2 now, and palladium is popping out now up $3. So there's different types of gold. And there's is it a coin? Is it a bar? Is it 90% gold? Is it fractional gold or pure gold or full ounce? What do you mean by type there? Coin, bar, whatever. Okay. I would say probably coin. And Rocky Superstar has just gifted 10 Salivate Metal memberships across the bow here. A shotgun blast of 10 Salivate Metal memberships from the great Rocky Superstar. Very kind of you, sir. And by the way, Rocky Superstar live streams on Sunday evenings. Always interesting discussions and topics that he has there. So check out Rocky Superstar. Thank you, my friend. Silver Wolverine, as we await, we're going to watch some more of this stuff. Very active chat here. I'm trying to keep up. Thank you, guys. Silver Wolverine, I heard someone on CNBC said another 100-point rate increase by year end after Jackson Hole's speech. Markets continue not to believe Powell. Wow. Yeah, well, I don't think that's going to happen. That's like 4 quarter-point rate hikes. That would be massive. That's Volcker type stuff. I don't think that's going to happen either. But I still think that there's still a possibility that we may see another quarter-point rate hike by September. But 100 basis point rate hike? Wow. All right. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Okay, very good. Yes, okay. Bar, coin, round jewelry, backed or not. Yeah. Nick, I would say to get a gold coin, a pure gold coin. But obviously, you know, Eagles or whatever is fine, or Krugs. But I like the pure gold. Good stuff over there. Yes, indeed. All right, thank you so much. Thank you, Packham Pilot. He's pushing back. Yes, indeed. It is literally, he's on the tarmac. He's hooked up, and he's ready to push back. You know, the thing is there's no reverse on those planes. He's got to rely on another vehicle to get him back, right? That's how he's got to push back. That's cool, man. Pushing back. I actually knew what that meant. That's pretty cool. What runway you going to be on, man, friend? Is it runway 36, or are you on the 18, or is it left, right? All right. He's got to be at a pretty big airport if he's on the left or right. Chat is on fire. That's right, Nick. Glad you guys are. Thank you, Constitutional Stacker. Have a good night, my friend. Appreciate you guys being here. Pretty amazing. That's pretty cool. That you know what? That would be pretty funny if Packham Pilot has the intercom with the plane. He had to let me do the announcements. You know, this this is Captain Sal speaking. Everybody, put on your seatbelts and light up your cigarettes. We're getting ready to push back and take off. So yes, indeed, keep your cigarettes lit at all time. Make sure you're chewing tobacco as well too. Keep all that stuff going, but make sure you're safe and put your seatbelts on. And you can continue smoking until we turn off the no smoking sign, or then smoke some more. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. All right, very good. All right, let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's get into some more comments here. We'll come back to these markets. So yes, Savage, very cool to see what you'll get here. Scott Wilson. Oh, man, push this PPP. Godspeed. Thank you, Hoosier Stacker. Yes, indeed. Godspeed. Indeed, thank you. Good to see you. PM Galleria is here. An incredibly, absolutely incredible artist. PM Galleria is. Yes, indeed. Check out some of his work on his channel. And yes, thank you again, Hoosier Stacker. Packham Pilot, pushing back the boundaries. All right. So Scott Wilson, being that JPM has so much sway in the market anyhow, they should be stricken from the market. These guys admit that JPM wants them to do this all the time. Yeah, it would probably, the market, may collapse if they were to do it. Who's going to fill in that large hole, right? That large gap. That's what she said. Don't answer that question. All right, very good. All right. Live front and mess up. Yes, indeed. 180 watching. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you all. Good crowd here tonight as we continue to march on. Let's do one more comment, then we'll take a look at the charts and see, or not the charts, but the prices, and see where the markets are going. Make sure to participate in my poll to see where you think it's going to go by Friday. Eli, indeed, for a long time it seems like the mainstream media has kept undercover about the growing debt of China, as well as a worsening real estate market. I could really see this being a thorn in the side of bricks. Yes, it's true that. Very good. If they have their own problems, we'll see here. Lars Job is with us tonight. John Knox is here. C4T. Silver Patriot is here. Ghost in Plain Sight. Yes, that's what she said. Silver Dart, thank you for the thumbs up. Now let's take a look at the markets as we refresh these markets. It appears, folks, that gold is now down 60 cents. So it is falling a little bit more here out of the gate to $1,915.20. Silver's down just 1 cent to $24.30. Platinum has fallen 0.21%. It's the biggest mover of the evening so far, or morning if you're in China. Down $2 to $954. Palladium is actually the only metal that's heading north, only slightly, $3. All right. Let's see here. Very good. Okay, let's see here. Very good. Matt Bittner, who was talking about the 100 point basis point, right? It was Silver Wolverine was talking about that earlier. I guess he had heard that on CNBC. It's kind of a crazy. All right, let's get back to the comments here. We have got Jeff Nelson on this video, but China is giving away gold to stop a crisis, to be more specific, a real estate crisis. I've been hearing how China has been having massive growing pains. The two largest property developers have become insolvent. Massive flooding has created widespread damage and loss of food. Could be very negative on most commodities in 2024. Sure is. Stay tuned. Watch China in multiple different ways for sure. Yes, indeed. All right. Okay. Very good. As we march through here. Lars Job says, let's get to this and we'll march over here because we've got to make this effective. He says, CCP is playing a very dangerous game with all these machinations or machinations. Price fixing real estate to the high side isn't going to end better with rent control on the low end. It may be worse. All of us are going to feel it when it inevitably falls, so Xi can attempt to save face. The folly of central planners. Exactly right. Bingo. Right on the target, Lars Job. Well said. All right. Big Test Unit is here, but Tardy, good to see you. Glad you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And let's indeed. Very, very good. And let's get over to this side here. All right, now let's get to move out, draw fire on this video from China, or about China. It says China openly brags about how many American judges, elected officials, and government bureaucrats they have bribed, especially Democrats like the big guy at the White House, and many more too. It's pretty shameful, the influence. Many people don't realize the influence some of these nations have on government officials, even local, regional ones as well too, for sure. Yes, indeed. You guys are wonderful. Good to see you guys. Hey, T-Girl is here. Welcome. Welcome, T-Girl is with us tonight, as well as Tomcat. Nick is still here with us. Good to see you. And let's see. Let's get to user on this China video. Says stealth price cuts, brilliant. That's the thing about capitalism. No matter how hard the communists try to control it, the market finds a way forward. That's exactly right. True. It's like trying to stop a river flowing by grabbing a fistful of water and holding on to it. That's a good point. A good analogy. Mike Herrera, very kind of you. He just dropped one Salivate Metal gift membership here in the chat. Very kind of you, sir. All right. Very, very good indeed. Yes, indeed. Nice of you. And Silver Dart got that one from Mike Herrera. And we've got LTD Silverworks. Governmental propaganda is a hell of a thing to try and decipher. Yep, it sure is. if these developers are trying to circumvent their governmental regulations, would their government be supporting their efforts? Sounds confusing to me. Yes. Yes, I tell you what, it's no. If you work against the government, they will definitely work against you for sure. Mark Razor has just gifted some Salivate Metal memberships as well. Thank you, Mr. Razor. Wow, very kind of you indeed. He has dropped a total of 5 Salivate Metal memberships. That is actually like a nice 9mm shot it from a pistol across the bow here to the community. Very kind of you, sir, to do that. Overwatch says, "Oh yes, China is in trouble also." That's right. A lot of people are talking about that, which means that it could evolve into some desperate measures that they may take, especially against Taiwan, who has a lot of resources and whose economy is doing fairly well, by the way. The debt bubble is about to blow up here in the United States. How bad is it in China with their giveaway of Kilo Gold? China's in serious trouble. Unprecedented times ahead, folks. Yes. Be a very interesting thing to watch for sure. Mike Herrera has just gifted another Salivate Metal membership. Thank you. Very kind. Yes, indeed. And let's see here. GNS Metals is here. Good to see you, GNS. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get to Mac Brazel from this morning's video. It's probably fake gold, just like fake products I sell. Yes. You gotta wonder. I'll be very interested to see. Okay, thank you, Nick. Nick says here later, going to get the old lady to go down on me. There you go. All right, Nick. Have fun, brother. All right. Let me know intimate details of how that goes out for you. Okay, I appreciate that. There you go, Nick. We love you, brother. Have a good evening. Cemetery Shop says, love your channel style. Your research helps me understand the important trends to watch in order to grow my stack. The most important thing I've learned is to save fiat, wait for the dip, dump fiat. There you go. Thank you, Cemetery Shop. I appreciate your kind words, and I'm glad you're here. Stack 'em High is here as well. Tezante Flight, happy Sunday to you. Thank you again, Nick. I appreciate you, brother. Hope you have a wonderful evening as we march ahead through this live stream. All right. Very good. And let's see here. Silver Goblin says, as the old saying goes, when there's blood in the streets, buy real estate, but stay away from tofu dregs. There you go. That's right. That's right. Stay away from those old tofu dregs. And Bob Thompson says, Sal, propaganda, lies, and manipulation. Sounds like the government gift that keeps on giving. Recognized worldwide as step 1 is how to control the people. That's right. Exactly. True that. Very good. All right, let's see here. Let me check something here in the chat because Eli has something here. He wants to say here, says, maybe we won't see a major move until after Tuesday's cutoff of the Commitment of Traders report, or they will short into the rise. I may wait until Wednesday to buy. Watch as we get to the second week of September. Yeah, that's kind of what they kind of had said in the piece that I was referencing that video, Eli. Good move. We'll see what happens for sure. Appreciate you guys. Polybuck is here. Welcome, Polybuck. You guys check out Polybuck's channel. He did a great interview, by the way, with Don Kagan, the distributor of probably the sole guy responsible for the Spanish Royal Mint's big badass comeback with their gold bullion coins, and the silver coins can be coming in due course. So check out the latest interview there. From Polybuck's channel. He also posts other great videos too. Very good. Glad to see you guys. We got Lassie Farm is here. Lassie Farm, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. As I slurp my way, I've got a piece of chocolate, a dark chocolate that I'm just anticipating, salivating over. But I have to get your permission before I suckle on this in due course. There's, by the way, T the Silver Stacker posted a really good interview. Okay, thank you, Silver Wolverine. Have a good evening. You guys should check out T the Silver Stacker on how they caught a thief. Yes, indeed. Red-handed. Right in the midst of doing it. From the guy who actually caught him. Made news. Check out that interview over at T the Silver Stacker's channel. Willow Dang Dig. The move ended up in August of 2020. It started in April. So by what you are saying, and if history repeats, silver is about to tank. Well, No, you've got it wrong. The move up started in April, but for different reasons. It wasn't until August that it really kind of climbed up in July into August because of, I think it may have been because of that. And then it did pull back and corrected, but not by much. It didn't tank though. It did not tank. Yes, indeed. Non-compliant is here. Good to see you. And U.S. Mint News and Reviews is here. By the way, that used to be Son of a Silver Stacker. And actually, I love that channel name. Actually, I think that is really because that's what he does, right? He talks about what the U.S. Mint does and reviews and the like of the mint and the products and the discussions around them. So yes, indeed. So check out U.S. Mint News and Reviews channel for those. And by the way, he did a really amazing. He actually interviewed the artist for the bristlecone pine on the American Liberty gold coin and silver medal. And that was a really cool thing that he actually interviewed her. Very nice lady, very cool. She also designed the probably one of my favorite quarters of the American Women's Quarter program, the Sally Ride quarter. I thought that was a really good rendering of the Sally Ride quarter. I like that. Anyways, very good. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, Nickel Stacking says he should go back to Son of a Silver Stacker. All right. Yeah, I guess people have different opinions, but I just think it's a more kind of I kind of like, but hey, everybody has their opinions. But anyways, very good. Someone in the comments told me the term used and you just use red-handed is no longer politically correct. Oh, I think it probably because it refers to American Indians. Indian giving. You ever heard that term, Indian giving? And the red man, like red man chewing tobacco. So apparently they must be thinking it is a racial term for the red man and being caught red-handed because Indians steal. So maybe that's just it. That could be the case. Just like the thing, it's no longer politically correct to say. It's no longer politically correct to say master bedroom anymore too, because that implies that the master of the house and everybody else is slaves, right? So anyways, very good. I had a channel on YouTube, ban me for my avatar. No other reason. They literally said I don't like your avatar. Whoa, that's crazy. Oh, a channel did that. Yeah, well, anti-Act Jack, you will never see me do that here, no matter what your profile picture is. Even if it says Sal Sucks on it, you're still welcome here. But anyways, anti-Act Jack, screw those other guys. I'm glad you're here, and thank you for being here. How about people who annoy me? Yes, well, that would be probably who annoys me in this community. Probably Alan Gold. No, I'm just kidding. We have fun. But no, even if you annoy me, you're welcome to stay. I see, very good. That's right. Don't call me redneck. That's racist. All right. Oh man, you want to buy a house in Florida? Come see me. Oh, are you a real estate agent too? Oh man. Sucks what, Sal? Sucks donkey balls. How's that? IPO and master my house. There you go. All right. Yes, indeed. Now, who's selling a house in Florida? Man, I can't imagine. You know, some of the Florida market's pretty, you can buy a house a lot cheaper there than other places. So it looks like U.S. Mint News is going to be moving out of Florida. Where are you going to be moving to, my friend? Master of your domain. That's right. Are you the master of your domain? I am. I am that. Yes, indeed. And thank you so much, Hasta La Vista Adventures. I appreciate it. Now, let's get back to the markets here. Sorry, losing focus. Bear with me, guys. Thank you. All right, look at this now, folks. Well, we're seeing silver down just 0.02%. It's trying to hang on there. Gold is down 50 cents now to $1,915.30. Platinum down 2. Palladium up 2. Yes, indeed. Crazy. All right. Very good. Sorry, I had to take a bite of some chocolate here. Yes, indeed. Insurance costs before buying. That's right. Because of hurricanes, are going to be very expensive. That's true. Maybe that's why the markets are low. More banks are closing doors and others are closing branches. That's right. Master of all debates. There you go. That's right, Dale Val. Indeed, I am master of the debates, especially of my own. When I debate myself, that's right. That's what they call it. Let's see here. Steve C is here. Electric Ninja is here as we march on through. Let me get through these comments. I think I might be able to finish these comments in short order, and I can spend a lot more time on the chat. And also looking at the markets. Captain Obvious, who I think Captain Obvious was here earlier, says, hey, Sal, you think these BRICS countries would use other precious metals to back their trade currency other than gold and silver? No. I could almost say that right out, that's not going to happen, because no other metals have the history that gold and silver do as a store of value. He goes on to say they could use metals that have in these countries that the U.S. doesn't have as much, like lithium and cobalt. Let me know what you think. Well, they just corner those metals, which means more of them there, which means they kind of can control the price, right? But the thing is that's true, but they would not use those to back the currencies. I mean, it's an interesting proposition, but the thing is those metals, even though they're pretty much concentrated in those countries, the whole world really would not recognize them, and maybe, and they're also not as much in demand in the East as they are in the West, because mostly for batteries. And there is more and more growing technology coming into those in the East, and they have much larger population, mind you, but they have enough to meet their needs. Yeah, we'll see. They may trade actually those goods for other goods from countries to each other, like, let's say, cobalt. A heavy cobalt producing nation may trade with a heavy lithium producing nation. Tit for tat, that type of thing. Yes, I did say the T word. So sue me, okay? All right, Tucson Bubba is here. Good to see you. As I slurp my way into this next comment. 7777 metals are going down this week, no doubt. All right, 40, I hope you come in to the live stream to post your opinion about where silver is going to go by the end of this week. So far, the majority think it's going to go up. 48% out of 178 votes, 33% say down, and 19% stay the same. All right, we've got Soul Patch Jackson says, so does that mean gold ain't poopy? That's some game show Price is Right stuff. Rip Bob, that's right. He got as close to 100 as possible without going over. Rest in peace, Bob. Yes, indeed, from the Price is Right, Soul Patch Jackson. Thank you, Soul Patch. John Bethia, Sal, it seems like the U.S. is doing very well with its lying and propaganda also. Yes. Can't disagree with you on that for sure. All right. And let's see here. Unidrummer says, I was sold 2 ounces of fake gold on Friday. Took them back to my dealer, and we figured out he bought 10 ounces of bogus maple leaves from a guy. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. It can happen for sure. And yes, indeed. And Epstein didn't hang himself. What's up? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. And who's your stacker? Tit that, Sal. Thank you. Thank you. That's funny. From Who's Your Stacker, the one and the only. Thank you, brother. All right. And Silver Heist is here, the one and the only two. Or the one and the only one, not two. The only one and the only one as well. All right. All right. Yeah, it may. We'll see what happens, Mark Razor. It may be until come next week or so to see what they're going to do with those contracts. We'll find out. T-Girl Amber's going to watch some Gilligan's Island. It's the episode when Ginger and Marianne make out. Ooh, man. I'd like to see that. I was more of a Marianne type girl. No offense to Ginger, but I thought Marianne, she had a nice buttocks. You know what I'm saying? No IQ says, thank you for the information, Sal. Thank you, No IQ. Thank you so much. And we've got Quarter PY4 says, suppose I could try a weekend cottage or buy a weekend cottage in China. Grab the gold, foreclose on cottage. There you go. That's exactly right. LC Flooring, Sal, save some for us. We know what 8 million ounces is for you. That's right. They call me. I'm having a whale of a time with that 8 million ounces. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now, folks, let's see. Let's take a look at the markets now. We're refreshing them one more time. Gold is now down 80 cents now to right at $1,915. That's right. That's right. The best one was Mrs. Howe. She was definitely the hottest of the bunch. There's no question about that. Platinum is down $3. Silver is down 0.02%, down a fraction of a cent, not enough to register. Palladium is flatlined down. And Tucson Bubba is here with the $5 for the coffee fund. Thank you, brother. We're going to do it in a slurp in stereo. Here we go. Put your headphones on. Here we go. For Tucson Bubba, thank you, brother. Anti-Ajax says, or Ajax says, you just said you know I was more of a Mary Ann type girl. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness. I misgendered myself. Son of a motherless goat. I am more of a Mary Ann type of dude, is what I meant to say. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. And let's get over here. Sean Steershear says, I don't understand how China can be hurting financially when it has been reported their surpluses have been many trillions each year for years, buying large amounts of real estate and precious metals. Yeah, it just goes to show you a lot of manipulation that goes on, and a lot of it is done right from the top and by party officials. Yes, indeed. It's crazy. That's right. They don't call Mrs. Howe love you for nothing. That's right. She was the only one getting any, by the way, at least if you take into account by the marital stuff, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, good to see Annie Oakley is here. Welcome, Annie Oakley. Good to see you. Rocky Superstar, Sal, China giving away free gold. I could see China giving away fool's gold. Yes. Yes, indeed. Well, and in that story that I referred to, they had showed a bar that they had cut with some big wire cutters or whatever, and you could tell that one was fake. But they showed another piece that was definitely fake gold because there's no way that it would fit on those shelves, those old the shelves there. But yes, indeed. All right, very, very good. And thank you, Gold and Silver. We try our best here. All right. And Gilligan was getting it from the skipper. IntelliCorrect, the Coin Medic. Long time no see, brother. Doing well. I hope you're doing good, sir. Thanks for popping in. Good to see you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Little buddy. All right. And No IQ says, sorry I missed it. Well, maybe No IQ will pop in tonight. And we shall see. But I know he's got other things going on in his life. Certainly understand that. There's Nan Double X is here. My real name is Hung Lo. Says, my britches are Electrum. There you go. Yes, indeed. And we've got, what about this? Yeah, can't hard to believe. Free gold. Get some gold. A little bit of a payback. Helen Dobb, hi. I take mine now, but nothing is free by just raise the price to make the difference. Maybe you have to apply the gold to the first payment. Yeah, well, it's just like one of the things. You pay the price, and they're going to give you a bonus for this gold to keep the price inflated. That's what's going on. Yes, indeed. All right, let's do one more, then we'll check the markets again here. Come back to the comments here momentarily. Busy night tonight. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Chinese collectivist culture emphasizes teamwork, family, and group goals above individual needs or desires. They say that the U.S. values individual achievements. For Americans, freedom of choice, personal autonomy, and self-fulfillment are signs of independence. Thus, if you achieve something, it is because of you, which is a bunch of BS because there is always behind the shadows giving you a chance for one reason or another. I prefer Chinese culture over American because it's all about family, teamwork, and community. Well, Boston Stacker, I think you're right. However, the thing is the culture is something that there's been times where it's been more individualistic, or the me generation, that type of thing. But in terms of our individual freedoms and responsibilities, that's something that government should not be involved in. But I think community and teamwork is great, and I think that should be something that should be taught in America. to help each other out. I think that's a good thing to do. It just should not be mandated by the government. But you're right. We're always getting help along the way. But ideally, and really mostly, it's happening more from other people, other individuals working together with you and for you, not by the government. That's the difference. So I definitely agree with you, Bosnian. Nice video and thumbs up on this one. Thank you. Now let's get to the markets and see what they're doing. As we refresh these, we're looking at Shanghai and Hong Kong, and look at this. Gold is dropping a little bit more, down an extra dime. It is now down 90 cents to $1,914.90. Silver's down 1 cent to $24.31. In fact, I remember not long ago, it may have even been last Sunday, where it was 1914 as well. Crazy. It's kind of right back where we were starting. Insane in the membrane, but there it is. Platinum is now down 3. Palladium has flatlined to 12.57. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Thank you, JM Elise. Appreciate you guys hitting the thumbs up button. And we've got Good to Goski says, Sal, wasn't there a concern the gold may not be 24K and delays for delivery? Yeah, there was a concern. I did report on that in the previous video as well too. And you have to watch out. You got to make sure that it's actually genuine. Then we're going to pull the wool over on you. Yeah, that's right. Lars is right. The markets are kind of boring right now. Not much happening. Eagle Steve, thank you. Yeah, I stopped I kind of played a little game trying to get to 300 thumbs up in the Sunday night live streams, but I felt like I was, emphasizing too much the thumbs up. But I do appreciate them. They do kind of help the algorithm for sure, and really helps on the videos too. So I appreciate you guys when you do thumbs up. Only about 10% of the viewers actually thumb up a video and/or live stream. Kind of interesting, but I appreciate you guys. Aussie Girl is here. Appreciate you being here. Yes, indeed. Yep. Dale Val, we'll see what happens. I posted a video, Dale, just yesterday about a big deal at the COMEX with the registered silver movement into the registered column. Now, it does not necessarily mean that silver is going to be delivered, but why would they do that? JP Morgan did it and placed that order. What's going on there? Could it be a rigging type situation, or I don't know. LTD Silverworks is here. Good to see you, as well as Tom Larson. Thank you, non-compliant. Let's do a couple more comments, and we'll take a look at the markets again. Gold and Silver, I think is in this live stream right now. He says the following on this video. They should do that here in the United States. I bought a house, and the agent gave us a bottle of wine. A bar of gold raises the bar at the real estate agent's game. Yes, indeed. Well, I'll tell you what. I've never been given a bottle of wine or anything from any real estate agent for any house I bought. That's for sure. That's nice. Wow. Crazy. All right. Very good to see you. Thank you, the Big Cheese, the Salgorithm. Yes, indeed. There you go. Magic Mike had just played a bad game of badminton. That's why they call it badminton, because it's not an easy to play. That little birdie told me something has whizzed across the net and tried to hit it. It was bad. Bad to the bone. Bad to the birdie. Bad to the mint. Imagine if you had to play badminton with mittens. That would make it a lot more challenging, I would think. Maybe not a whole lot more, but anyways. And Frey. So 10 kilos of gold if you buy a home. That's over 600K in melt. No, 1 kilo. 1 kilo of gold. That's right. That's why you should buy from me. That's right. Exactly. Oh, man, that's right. He's going to give us some gold. Maybe he'll give me the American Gold Liberty. But you know what would be really the thing? I would want an American Gold Liberty with no finning on it. If you can find one with no finning, man, you just might be a winner. Yeah, that'd be really something. So, yeah. So how long, are you going to be, so you're in Florida now. Are you moving very far away? Are you staying in the state or moving to a different state? U.S. Mint News and Reviews. I don't want you to tell me your location, but I'm just kind of curious to see if you're staying in the state or moving to a different state. Let's see here. Yes, indeed. Let's see. We've got Red Crawler, Salsation reporting. Uncle Sal, there we go. That's what we try to do. sensitive reporting. And BIEI McDonald says, imagine a Canadian living on green energy. Meanwhile, Harris touts depopulation, and a few clap in reply. Yes, indeed, it's crazy. Crazy town. Yes, indeed. Staying in Florida, you will see my TV commercial soon. Oh, boy. Whoa. Man, now he's really piquing my interest. His TV commercials. Oh, my goodness. That got me really serious. Care to share? Wow. Maybe he's a real estate agent. I don't know. Let's see here. Very good. Let's see here. All right, very good. And Epic Andrew says on the full stack video, how much did it cost when you started? Well, Epic, to get an idea, if you watch the video, I start with some of the early gold that I bought, and you'll see some of the prices are still on some of the 2x2s of what I paid. And that's about the price. That's about the price that it was when I started. So go back and watch again, and you will see some of those early pieces relatively early in the video, and you will do that. Very good. Silver Dart, thank you. I love your intro song, Sal. Where can I hear the full version? Well, sadly, it's a bit piece that was cut out of a song, a scratch track. And so actually where I had pulled that from was from an alternate mix of it. And the full version of the song, I can't share with you for privacy reasons. I apologize for that. But anyways, Melissa Shea, yes, the Gold Liberty, there you go. Yeah, the Gold Liberty is nice except for the finning. HVAC Residential Basics, good to see you, brother. Welcome, my friend, good to see you. Right, whenever I think of HVAC, I think I better have a pencil ready and a piece of paper, or I'm not going to be ready to go. Yes, indeed. He's got the booming voice that I wish I had. Coins A to Z, the great Coins A to Z is here. Yes, indeed. Welcome. Good to see you. Coins A to Z makes the Salivation Nation great again. No, he makes it for the first time. All right. No IQ says, I don't think I would ever accept the offer. But then I don't know where I would be at that point in my life, or if it will ever come to that. Thank you for the information, Sal. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I've been very curious to see. I love the song Rocket Queen by Guns N' Roses. It would be cool if you could sing and play it. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to go back. I'm not as familiar with that one, with that Guns N' Roses song. I know Mr. Brownstone. I mean, I don't know how to play it, but I'm familiar with Mr. Brownstone. Take Me Down to the Very Last City Where the Girls Are Green and the Grass is Pretty. I know that one. Sweet Child of His. And I know that song too. But anyways, Brit Love 70. Hello, good to see you. Yeah, the Gold Buffaloes have the bad finning too. Yep, it's pretty bad on those as well too. I'll have to check out Rocket Queen. Maybe a good one to cover. I don't know. We'll see here. Maybe I should learn it. Lunar Eclipse. No, I don't exchange my silver and gold for cash unless there is an urgent needs of cash for urgent payments. Thank you for interesting content always. Thank you so much. Appreciate your sharing your thoughts and comments here and for watching the channel. Let's take a look at the markets now again, folks, as they are reacting tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 79.05 is gold to silver ratio, as the markets indeed are. Gold is now down 90 cents to 1914.90. No movement from last time we checked. Silver, though, is down 1 red cent, 24.30. Oh, wait, could I say red cent? Maybe I shouldn't say red cent. I don't know. Anyways, all right, very good. Okay, the YouTube algorithm is still not putting your vids into my feed like it used to prior a couple months ago. And you are subscribed, right, Coins A to Z? You know what? Maybe try unsubscribing, clear your cache, and then resubscribing. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. That is strange. But thank you for being here. Yes, indeed. Most people know that I do post daily videos. If you don't see a video from me in a day, it's highly unlikely. I can't remember the last time I haven't posted 2 videos a day in a couple of years, actually, now. I know, sad reality. Maroon sent. There you go, Maroon. There we go. Now we are in compliance. All right. Vince says, nothing to do with China's central bank. Real estate corporations are using this kind of gimmick to lure gullible buyers into death traps. Yes. Very, very true. Very true. And that's right. Can't say brown penny either. That's right, Bob Thompson. It's insane. It's insane. All right. I'm still too much work. That's right. Exactly. I'm still curious about U.S. Mint news and reviews. You might have to email me. I'm curious about your TV ads things. All right. Very good. Oh, man. Budget Stacker, thank you so much, my friend. It is a lot of hard work because I work a full-time job too. It's a full-time job as well as doing the YouTube thing full-time. It's two full-time jobs. But I do it. I mean, it's a love thing. I look at it as a love relationship with the community. You guys are so amazing, and this channel would be nothing without you. So it drives me to keep pressing on, and so I appreciate you guys. So yes, indeed. Electric Ninja, thank you so much. Whoa, nice. $2 super chat. Thank you, Electric Ninja. Phil still got it. His Pantera show was awesome. Yes, indeed. All right, very good. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much, Coins A to Z. I appreciate that. Yes, indeed. Give that a check. All right. I am a slave in Guar. That's right. Not easy making many videos. You do. You're a legend. Oh, man, thank you. Well, you do a lot of content too, U.S. Mint news and reviews for sure. So you do a great job. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And J.M. Lee says, that's pretty impressive bribe. Definitely a sign there are problems in the real estate market. Yes. Yes, indeed. I think so too, JM. You are the man. We've got E2 Silver says, next time I sell my home, I should add a kilo contingency. Yes, check out U.S. Mint news and reviews. Yes, indeed. Judith and Dan Davis is here. Good to see you. Yes, indeed. The rumors are true. Coins A to Z. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Nan Double X. Appreciate it. And Hippie BLS says, let me get over here and do this. Put this in here. I don't want to get ahead of myself. He says, very interesting. I apologize for this question, but I couldn't get my head around it. Did the COMEX receive an order for 8 million ounces, or did they just make an 8 million ounce available on paper in the event of an order in the future? Well, do not apologize for any question. I appreciate you asking because that's a very good one that I don't know the answer to fully and confidently. Although I will say this, that it wasn't necessarily an order, but JP Morgan did ask that it get moved from eligible into the registered category. So I use an analogy in this video to setting something up in a package to be delivered and selling it on eBay. The item might be for sale on eBay, but it's available for sale, putting it up for available for sale to the open market. And now all this silver's in the open market. It very well could be, who's going to buy it from JP Morgan? Is it going to be, could it be BlackRock? Could it be, Elon Musk? Who knows? And Matt Bittner, maybe there's a Colombian realtor that will give you a kilo when you close on a house. It could be a different kind of kilo for sure. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. Let's get over here. Okay, all right. The tribe says, how do they know if the gold bars are fake? China has plenty of those, and I doubt the government accepts complaints. Yes, that's a good question. Although in that other video they did, I should have mentioned that they showed one that was chopped to check it. Oh, yeah. Pizza's in the oven. All right, remind me in 20 minutes. All right, we will do that. Hope somebody set a timer. Richard Metcalf says, as calculating as the CCP is, let me get to this. He says, I don't understand why they went on a building spree to begin with. This makes no sense to me. It's still a lowering of real estate value by the amount of gold they dangle in front of you. In the U.S., I would take the gold and pay down the principal. Yep, exactly. Yeah, it's crazy. I think they want to give the illusion to all these ghost cities that they've created. All these skyscrapers. Yep, it's insane. All right. And we've got Marlon Marshall says, I think you did right by holding it. If you really didn't need the money, one day it should shoot to $1 million. Well, I kind of doubt that, Marlon. I think probably the ship has sailed on this metal, be honest with you. But hey, I guess it's possible. But thank you, brother. D Glass is here. Welcome. Steve Martin is here. Good to see you. Love your comedy. Love you and Murders in the Building. Derek Jewell, safely mark on edge of Liberty looks wide. Safety mark on the edge of Liberty looks wide. Okay. I think he meant to comment another. Sometimes these comments go to different videos, and I don't know why that is the case. Silver Supplement. Great job, Sal. Thanks for sharing. Thank you, brother, for taking the time to watch this video. Weekly Bullion, another great channel. Great guy in the community. Shows some really cool stuff on his pickups every week, just as he says there. Thanks for the video, Sal. Good information. Appreciate your perspective on the flow of silver as a commodity versus gold as a hedge. Thank you, brother. All right. Yes, indeed. Thank you. And I appreciate you checking it out. Very cool. It is fascinating to see how things are moving from east to west. Indeed. For sure. All right. Let's see here. Let's see what's going on. All right. Have a good night. U.S. Mint news and reviews. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Try not to do Irish goodbyes any longer. All right. Thank you, brother. Have a good night. All right. And the global warmer with an algorithmic hanging loose and thumbs up. Appreciate that, brother. And then Weekly Bullion also says here about the gold bars. He says, those gold bars are beautiful. Love this video. Untraceable, untrackable sounds much different. Better than digital gold. That's right. Yep, I'm with you on that. Yeah. I'm slurping my way through this live stream. Now we're going to check the markets again. Appreciate you guys being here. And thanks for the thumbs up on the video. Let's see here. And let's get to this. Here is where the markets are telling us right now. We can see gold is trying to recover a little bit. It is now down only 70 cents. It was down 90 cents earlier in the evening. So 19.15 and 10 cents. Silver is down 1 cent, 1 red cent, or off red. Platinum is down $3. Palladium is up $1. $1. Yes, indeed. Okay, the global warmer is still here with us. He's hanging loose with us tonight. He's still here. Never underestimate the power of the global warmer. He's been, he's got, sometimes he listens kind of in the background and he'll pop in and say, hey, I'm here. I'm still here. I tried Bosnian Stacker. It really makes me think what worse buying fake gold from China is or selling the real gold to pawn shops in America for 30% of the value. Who is the biggest thief in this case? That's true. Yep. Although I think that really the thing is we as a consumer, we're dealing with those pawn shops. We need to be extra diligent to understand the market value, the market price of gold, so that we don't get hoodwinked, because they will take advantage of your ignorance. There's no question about that. So we have to do our due diligence as consumers for sure. Yes, indeed. Very, very good. And let's see. I'm going to slurp my way now. There you go. Look at that. Platinum, by the way, is down $3. Palladium is up $1. Gold to silver ratio is at 79.1. That's right. 1964 quarter is here. Good to see you, 1964 quarter. All right. Ken D67 Elon's mentioned buying a silver mine already. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's him. Has he actually mentioned that? I know some people have reported on it, but I can't find anything where he's actually said that. Maybe he has. I just missed it. All right. Very good. Pawpaw Strategy is still here too. Welcome, Pawpaw Strategy. Glad you're here. So Mehmetkan Yilmaz says this week is going to be rough for metals. All right, we'll see. We'll see. So maybe they could go down. There are some indicators and numbers that have been coming out. We'll see what happens. And that could prove not a good for metal prices. We'll find out. Fake gold from China says muscle mouse. Yes, indeed. All right, good night, Rocky Superstar. Appreciate you. Yes, indeed. Have a good evening, brother. Cybercurrent Twitcher, interesting stuff, Sal. It always amazes me how people slate Chinese silver and gold, but are more than happy to fill their homes with junk made in China without a second thought. That's true. That's true. Yeah, it's very true indeed. I think one of the reasons why I don't buy any of the new stuff, well, two reasons. But you're right. There's no escaping a lot of it for the consumer side. I mean, everything's something is made in China, even made in American products that might be, there's some components that were made in China. But nonetheless, the reason why I don't buy new Chinese gold and silver bullion is because they moved to the grams instead of the imperial system, or the metric as opposed to the imperial. And number two is that they are allowing a lot of fake gold and silver coins to come over. And so I just don't like to mess with this good stuff. And anyways, yes, I have not seen anything from Platinum Beast and don't know what's going on. I'm worried about him too. I don't know no way to really contact him, but he just dropped off the face of the earth, and I've been wondering about him too. I pray that all is well with him. If anybody knows anything what's going on, I'd be very curious to know too. Part of me thinks he probably got discouraged because it's tough. If you do a channel, a very, very narrow niche to a fairly narrow niche in precious metals, you're not going to get the views that really you should. He puts out good content, but I think he probably just got fed up with it, probably because he wasn't getting the views that he think he liked. But who knows? Joe Biden has created a giant milk spot in our nation, which can only be removed by God's chosen one, Donald John Trump. There you go. Yes, indeed. Even my buck knife is made in bloody China. I know it's crazy, but you're right. Yes, indeed. Tucson Bubba is here. And by the way, he's got the bourbon pump, and he likes to sterilize the chat with that from time to time. And we've got Apt 707 says it's probably fake gold, being that it's in China. That's right. Exactly. Yeah, very good. Yep. I'm going to break myself for that. Yep. Burnout is a reason. Tell you what, I've been on the brink of it many times. It is tough. It's a continual cycle. It really is. And it's tough. I've had to really kind of just think about, I got to do it. I'd hate to be that way, but sometimes you do get that way. But now I've gotten into it as a routine, so I do it. And you guys really, some of your comments, I've literally been a couple of comments away from saying, I'm just going to take a couple of days off or whatever. And I was like, I'm going to keep going. You know what I mean? It talks about brain dead stuff like Kardashians will have. Yep, I know exactly right, Matt Bittner. It's insane. What sells on YouTube or what have you. 88 Petri, wish China would give me some free gold as long as it's genuine. I'm hearing you. Haydo says, commenting before watching an entire video at work, but is silver more abundant than gold now, or am I coping? Well, no. By any metric, gold is much more rare than silver. However, if what was stated in this video is true about gold being in the crust, down in the core, then that very well may be the case where gold may be more rare than, or more abundant than silver in the earth, and the whole entire earth from the core on out. All right, very good. Yes, right. Yep, take a break before you get there. Thank you, Eagle Steve, and thank you, Eva One. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And Aussie Girl, and we'll do the markets here. We'll check the markets here in just a moment. Let's get to this. If you are buying it naturally, it's a win. Otherwise, it's not advantageous to put people into homes they can't afford. They will end up with massive defaults eventually, basically only prolonging the inevitable crash. Amen, Aussie Girl. That's exactly what happened in the 2007-2008 crisis. And the government here offered me $5,000 for a 1 ounce of gold. I would only hold it tighter. Say I didn't have any, as I know it was up. The paper would be a dead in the water. That's right, exactly. Smart woman. Yes, indeed. All right, now let's take a look at the markets here. The markets indeed are not really doing a whole lot tonight. Now gold is now only down 50 cents, down 0.03% as we see here. Silver's down only 1 cent. Platinum down 2, palladium up $1. It's been a trend lately that these Sunday night market watches have not been all that exciting, as far as major moves. We've seen some pretty major moves on the Sunday night market watch, but this is actually kind of good news. That means there's not a lot of sporadic activity happening, although what I reported on last night very well could come back to create a situation in a future Sunday night market watch. So we'll be on the lookout for that. It may take a little while for that to hurt, but we are at the top of the hour, which means we're going to take a look at the at the flow through the evening. Now look at this. What happened on August the 25th of gold took a massive dump right here. And they captured it, stayed in the mix. Was that a glitch? It could have been. But the fact that it's still there from the 25th is kind of strange. But maybe they haven't had time to correct that. But what an interesting thing indeed. An interesting dynamic there with gold dipping down and that. But you can see we're looking at the green line here, because that's what's happened to gold as it's opened up. And as you can see, not a lot of activity. It's kind of down and seeing some resistance early on. So yes, indeed. Very good. So it's down there and not popping up there. So we'll find out. So that's what gold is doing. And let's see here. Let's go back up now. And take a look at silver's chart. Silver is kind of much the same, really looking at it, although we did see a massive dip again on the 25th, right around the same time. That is interesting. So both metals took a big dump before recovering very quickly. But we can see here the green line, we're looking at bid price, and it's pretty much stayed flat. And then it's starting to come down a little bit there. So very, very interesting indeed. So there's where the prices for the markets. We do that at the top of the hour. And let's march on through. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys being here. And thanks for the thumbs up. Let's see here. We've got good to go ski. Ferraris are somewhat plentiful, but not rare. However, this lack of rarity does not diminish theirs and gold's awesomeness. That's right. That's true. It's about demand. You know, that's just it. It's about demand. Really determines it more so than rarity for any kind of good or service. Yes, indeed. And very, very good. And let's see here. Homestead Aquarius says, thank you, Sal. Lots of twists and turns in this world of ours. Appreciate you straightening out the road. Let's hope the brick building and its foundations are that weak. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Homestead. Good to see you, by the way. $2 pop and gold in the next 20 minutes. Really, Red Crawler. That'd be interesting to see. Yes, indeed. Wow. Can you imagine a $2 pop in gold in the next 20 minutes? Let's see if he's right. We stay on long enough. Atomic Wedgie says, I was told years ago when I was young there's no gold on Uranus. It would slow you down otherwise. That's right. Just ask somebody at an Indian airport trying to smuggle it through the rectum. Yes, I've done videos on that for sure. Several of them. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Coins A to Z. Appreciate you, brother. Have a good night. Chad Wolf. Much more gold available than silver. In the crust. That's right. Or in the core, at least. In the core. Yes, indeed. Very, very good. Did I miss anybody else? Oh, Bosnian Stacker asked above. Oh, thank you, Little Lamb. Amazes me how you create new content. Thank you, Little Lamb. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. So Bosnian Stacker says, I heard platinum is 15 times more rare than gold. That's actually true. It is, at least. How come it's so much cheaper? Well, it's cheaper because that it's most of its demand is in the industrial sector. There's not a lot of platinum stackers or collectors out there. And because palladium has basically, I'm going to have a video about this in the coming weeks. Actually, I've already recorded it, but it's going to talk a little bit about this. But most of the gold is, or most of the platinum was used in catalytic converters, which means that the industrial demand caused it to skyrocket well above gold's price, well above. But then palladium was cheaper, and so they were starting to retool for palladium. And then after the crisis and the scandal with Volkswagen in 2015, platinum plummeted. It's mostly an industrial metal, so it's at the mercy of things that it's at the mercy of recessions. So it doesn't do quite as well in recessions, and it's competing with palladium as a catalyst. So that's why. But I'm still bullish on platinum for sure. Yes, thanks to you guys for pressing the thumbs up button. Appreciate that. Chad says every human body has gold in it. That's right, we sure do. And by the way, there's gold in the oceans too. Just not economically viable to harvest it from there. All right. Very good. Glad you guys are here. All right, thank you. Thank you, Bob S. Yes, thanks, Bob S., for being here, brother. Yeah, well, Sunday nights usually we get more. Actually, Sunday nights I was begging for 300 likes. I stopped doing that, and it's really made a difference. So we don't get near the likes that we used to get, but that's okay. Because I really feel bad. I shouldn't. I don't want to do that. We do it kind of as a game, just for fun, but I didn't feel like it was really the right thing to do to keep asking for those likes. Art Best says, "Stay gold, pony boy. Stay gold." There you go. I'm a pretty big fan of gold, I must confess. There's SAS Finance is here. SAS Finance and Two Brother Stacking is here with us as well. Aussie Girl says, "You want to get to that gold? Good luck." Yes, good luck. Be pretty hot down there. Yep, some people dredge gold inside the Bering Sea. That's right. There's a show on that for sure. I've seen it. Silver Goblin says, "Gold is for kings, silver is for the rich, currency is for the poor. Keep stacking, people." There you go. All right. Very good. It's all gold. My goal is to have 25 ounces each of platinum and palladium. My main focus is silver. Yeah, there you go. I like it. A little diversification for sure. I think that's a good, wise thing. Bosnian Stacker. I like that. Thank you to Brother Stack, and I appreciate that. And Nighthawk is here. Welcome, Nighthawk. Slurping for us. Max M is here, too. Welcome, Max M. Appreciate you guys. And there's the lovely gold chick with a thumbs up and a kiss. That's a bonus. I love that. Nice. Thank you, gold chick. Ah, yes, indeed. Now, let's get over here, too. Roger Yao says, "Okay, have a good night. It's a bank holiday there in the United Kingdom for CCT. Have a good night, brother. Appreciate you, sir." So Roger Yao, if gold just sits in a vault, for it to have monetary value, there has to be some kind of representative value. Thus, you have portable notes of draw upon the gold. Any more than that is represented as fraudulent fiat currency without drawing right upon the gold. The paper or CBDC value is only on faith. Continually increasing money inflation should represent the inflation upon the value of gold and silver. Yeah, well, that's a kind of a touch on that, Roger, in my video on revaluation. Michael K is here. Good to see you. And DL Stacker is with us tonight. Welcome. And Bill 457 is here too. Appreciate it. Homestead Aquarius says, "X marks a spot everywhere on this planet, but you gotta dig for it. Just don't dig straight down or you might fall into lava." That's right. We don't want that. You can get enough of the lava if you have a lava lamp. Yes, indeed. And Scott Biggerman says, "Why does a Krugerrand look more copper than gold?" It's because of the copper content in it. It is a 90% gold, I think, or 9167 fine, 22 karat with a balance of copper. If it had silver in there, it would be more of a brighter color like the gold eagle. So that's why it has a more coppery look to it. But it is indeed definitely copper. Thank you, Me and My Drone. He's here. Welcome, Me and My Drone. Welcome. Good to see High Tones Drifter as well is with us tonight. Appreciate you. All right. And let's see here. We've got Harposki says, let's see here. Let's get this up there. He says, "I'm a gold and silversmith and a certified gemologist. My instructor in gemology gave a lecture on the history of gold and how the different carat weights are obtained. She said it was possible that gold back in the days of the pharaohs in Egypt is in the modern day jewelry people wear today." Yes, that is possible. Gold does not disappear. It can be reconstituted, and that's exactly right. It is a possibility for sure. Although it's highly doubtful because most of the gold on the earth today has been mined since 1900, or at least since 1850. Massive gold rushes for sure. All right, good to see you guys. Glad you're here tonight. Jimmy Baker is here as well. Ibji is here with us as well. Pizza, everybody loves pizza. GD is here too. Good to see you. All right, user here says, let me get this over here so we can become completely compliant. Says Earth's inner core deslags just like the self-respecting star. These deslagging events drive iron and other metals away from the innermost core. Cores of all celestial adjust are stellar core fragments. I challenge the nerdily of Z Salivate Nation too. Name the innermost core's alloy and other elemental composition inputs. Crystalline? I would say maybe nickel, as I mentioned in the video there. Nickel is probably one of the metals that are in it. Because if it isn't made of iron, it doesn't like iron and repels iron. No matter the polarity of magnetism, sometimes cores deslag violently, hence nova events. That brings precious metals to the surface of the Earth's crust. Everything that taught us about Earth science is being debunked as we speak. God save Willard. Well, it may be. Here's the thing that I would argue one thing against that, maybe for what this article is talking about, is that if deslogs or whatever is taking the precious metals out, nova events or whatever brings precious metals to the surface of Earth's crust, maybe it's taken to the surface of the core, but it's still too heavy to bring out except through volcanic activity, which we are seeing some of that, but that's a different story. All right, very good. Let's see here. How many tons of sterling do you think is out there? Oh man, that's anybody's guess. I don't know that anybody really knows how much silver in different purities there are. Because I don't know, not all of it is hallmarked, but all the branded hallmark stuff, they may be able to calculate. But good luck getting a lot of those private institutions to share that data. Is it deslags? Okay, maybe that's what that is. Judith and Dan Davis. Yeah, deslag and not deslags. Okay, deslags. Okay. Thank you. That makes sense. Global Warmer, the thumbs up and hanging loose. Thank you for that, brother. Harpo says here, and speaking of the carat weights, I remember back in the 80s, Krugerrands were popular in rings and pendants for gold chains. What I don't remember is the rands having a copper tint as compared to other gold coins. Are rands made with copper added to them? Yes, that is in the in the alloy, heavy copper alloy, for sure. Bartom Mulder says gold is much more rare than the dollar. True that. In any way, shape, or form, that's exactly right. Let's take a look at the markets again, folks. The markets indeed are alive and kicking to the plus side. Look at that. We didn't get a $2 push in that 20 minutes as what was predicted here. But nonetheless, we indeed did see a jump. It's now up a dime right now to $1,915.90. Oh, yeah, okay, remind us about the pizza. Actually, it wasn't my pizza. That was Magic Micah's pizza is ready. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, Paul Sabo, for being here tonight. Thanks for popping in. Yes, indeed. Pretty wild. So silver is now up 2 cents to $24.33. Platinum is up 2. Palladium is up. Platinum is down 2, rather. It's the only metal that has fallen now tonight, right now. Palladium is up 3. All right. Larry Olivero says here on this video, let's get to this and move forward this way. He says, nice video. I was a science teacher and among other things have a large meteorite collection. That is really cool. I've got a few little meteorites myself. That's awesome. Many I have are carbonaceous chondrites, pronounced carbonaceous, but good try. Yes, thank you. Well, you probably know that I do these live streams where I mispronounce things or in the videos. All the gold in the Earth's crust was deposited in the massive asteroid bombardment of the Earth, which occurred about 3.9 billion years ago. None of the gold in the crust was brought up from the core. Geologic processes have moved and concentrated the crystal gold in certain areas. Volcanoes help with these concentrating processes. I watch a lot. Well, thank you, Larry. Very interesting, and thank you. Yes, I think I did remember hearing about that they came in from out of this world, stars and the like. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Very good, and appreciate your insight as a science teacher. That's cool. Really cool. All right. Let's get things into action again here. All right. C. Kathman says, you can at least find war nickels pretty regularly in change. I don't think I've ever seen a war nickel in change myself. Anyways. JL, there may be a lot of gold, but it is not easy to extract from the earth. That's right. As I mentioned in this video multiple times. Gold Maple says, well, gold can be melted and recast too. That's right, it sure can. It's people hoarding gold and labor involved in mining gold that makes gold very expensive. It is also the only metal with a unique color besides copper. That's true. Very true. Yes, indeed. All right. Surf and Silver is here. Welcome, Surf and Silver. Jay McGuire is here. Pizza Hut is better than Domino's. I got to agree with you on that. All right. J Chain 2572. I wonder if the buyers would get taxed on 1 kilo of gold. If this offer happens in the U.S., you know the U.S. government would tax the buyers. Yep. True that. And George Geramo says, dang, looks like Big Squeer was right all along. That's right. There you go. I knew somebody was going to bring that up. THS says here, let me pull this out. He says, I heard that all the world's gold deposits would make a 70 by 70 by 70 cube. Absolutely, Sal. Good luck getting gold out of the core. Liquid gold is hot. For other planets, gold is heavy. Gold luck brings it back. Rocket, man. Go find gold on Uranus. Big deep. That's right, THS. Well said. Very good. Okay, and thank you guys for participating in the poll. All right. 49% of you say silver's going to go up by Friday of this week. 28% say down. 22% say it'll stay the same. Chris Sevenbrook says, God created the star that exploded in the supernova explosion and created our solar system. Gold can only be produced by a massive star explosion. Okay, there you go. That's right. But how it got there to the Earth and how long and when did that happen? Did they collide together at the early Earth when the Earth maybe was an asteroid? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's the key here. A hollow Earth. Some people think the moon is hollow if you believe the moon is a oblate spheroid. Or round. I guess the moon is round. It's the Earth that's an oblate spheroid if you believe that. All right. And let's see here. Andrew Salas busting some rhymes. That's right, brother. We're trying our best to bust some rhymes out. That's how we do it. Have a little fun in that video with some rhymes. Fred Farkle here says on this video, let me get to this side here and make this happen. He says, this is the Walter Cronkite. Sal is the Walter Cronkite of the 21st century. Last night, Sal announced 8 million ounces of silver marked for delivering COMEX. Today, gold declared not rare. Next, the flat earth people will take over and the aliens will arise from the ocean. There you go. A lot of different topics covered on this channel for sure. Yes, indeed. Very, very good. We finished our coffee. Now I'm going to add chaser to it. That chaser is indeed H2O, which is the fancy term for water. Oh, yeah. Bosnian Stacker says, are you going to buy one for me? Nice video. There you go. The Mercury Diamond Gold news when that came out. Thank you, brother. Constitutional Stacker. Gold is rare because it's all in Sal Stack. There you go. Oh, my goodness gracious. Thank you, brother. Rick is here. We're going to answer this comment, then we're going to get back to the markets. and see what they're doing. So stay tuned here. We're going to do that. This is coming to us from a Budget Stacker, who I think was in the chat earlier tonight. Says, thanks for this great vid, Sal. I'm an avid watcher of the China Show YouTube channel, and they are a great source for anything regarding China. Between both of them, they've lived there for about 10 to 12 years each, and only left as it was becoming dangerous to stay there, given the Xi changes. The Chinese people are victims of the power of the CCP inflicts upon them, but they are clever and find ways to get things done that still follows the CCP laws. Buyers are taking bolt cutters to bite into the bars to make sure that they are pure gold and not just lead-plated or, with gold. It's a way to get something of real value when doing such a deal. Xi Jinping has really ruined the economic reality for many Chinese people and taken away a small amount of freedom they had in the previous communist regime. We need to pray for the Chinese people and hope they can be free of the yoke of Chinese Communist Party. Amen, Budget Stacker. Very well said. I wish you were here for me to, you can hear my response live to this, but that's extremely well said. Thank you. Awesome. That's right. Science Gold, says Nighthawk. Thank you, brother. And let's take a look at the markets now. They are indeed in positive territory tonight here, although gold is now flatlined again. Something's pushing it down here, it seems. It's insane in the membrane, but it is indeed happening. And that's right. Down a little bit. And silver is up 2 cents to $24.33. And there it is. Platinum is down 2, and palladium is up 3. Ridge Runner says glaciers melting, exposing new gold. I think glaciers are melting the gold. Glaciers are so hot that when they come in contact with gold, it melts, almost evaporates. It boils. It boils the gold. There you go. Oh, Budget Stacker Isto, you heard the response. Thank you, Budget Stacker. And just looking at some of their video titles on that channel, as I mentioned in the video, I was really impressed, and it was cool. So you're familiar with the channel, so that's pretty cool about what they had been seeing. I think that's really neat how they're reporting over there, because it's very much a mystery what goes on there. It's pretty amazing. Let's see here. All right, very, very good. And I guess that's the good news. Thumbs up. Mark this down. Mercury marked arrival. All right. Let's refresh this now and see what other comments have come in the last hour and a half. A fairly good amount of them. We probably won't get to all of them. We'll get to some of them. Helen Dobb, I don't think gold is near or is rare, but really hungry people now want more. Yes, indeed, they sure do. And Josh May says, only care about 5 things as fiat and debt problems mount: real estate, gold, silver, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. There you go. All right. That's what he's concerned about. There you go. Cranky Stacker, with the large amount of silver being converted to deliverable, what ratio would you recommend? I'm at 250 to 1. Literally started stacking a year ago. Wow, okay. Yeah, that's a tough thing. I don't know, because as I said in my video about the large amount being converted to into the registered column at the COMEX, that we don't really know exactly how long it'll stay there. I don't know what the expiry is on that. Or could it be put back into eligible again? Maybe it's a new way to manipulate the markets, to have people speculate what's going on. I just don't know enough about it. But if history is any measure, then if something could happen like what happened in August of 2020. We could see the price spike up a bit, not a whole lot, but a bit. We could see it pop up a couple of bucks, and it may do it relatively soon and radically. And within the course of a couple of days, move up $1, $2, $3, $4 maybe, and then come back down a little bit and correct. So it could be something that's very quick, if it were to happen at all. I just don't know. All right. BIEI, McDonald's, search, would you look something like Oak Island except? Yes, Oak Island. They never find anything Oak Island, it seems. Kind of fun to watch. But I haven't stopped buying silver, gold, and platinum to the moon, says Coins A to Z. That's right. And BI says, I think it's interesting that the minerals the earth is made up is the same almost as what people are made of. Yeah, that's right. Of the earth, of the dust we come, for the dust we shall return, for sure. And Robert says, hey, Sal, if you look at St. Gons and the Gold Eagle, it looks like She is running away from government. That's right, exactly. That's actually a very good point. That is one interpretation of it, for sure, because the capital is behind her. That's a good point. Very good point. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Ah, very, very good. You guys are wonderful. Thanks. You guys are amazing. Thanks for sticking with me tonight here. We have 211 thumbs up. You know, and I haven't even been asking for thumbs up, and we're 2/3 of our goal. Usually our goal in these market watches is about 300, but since I've stopped asking, we've not gotten near there. But hey, the fact that we got 2/3 this far is pretty amazing. So you guys are great. All right. Oh, let's see here. Let's get back over here to this. We got John Morgan says, "Doesn't gold run down every river?" It's usually found on the gets deposited on the bows of the turns of the river where the sediment gets, and it's around black sands is where that gets deposited, from what I understand. Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. All right, you guys are wonderful. Yeah. Let's go. Fascinating. Excellent breakdown, my friend, says Coins A to Z. Thank you, sir. Cultures of Currency is here. All right, very good. Well, Culture of Currency, the job that I had pre-YouTube is the same job that I have right now. Yes, indeed. I work a full-time job somewhere else, and I also do YouTube full-time. So I have 2 full-time jobs. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. You guys are amazing, and it's in relation to computers. It's in the IT realm of what I do. Brian Kerr says the climate scientists get it wrong because the government pays them to be wrong. Yep. They're just wrong. They are fraud artists. And by the way, the consensus of scientists are 97% associated with the United Nations and the globalist agenda. That's why this ESG stuff is just insane. Yep, it's crazy. I've got a video coming tomorrow you're not gonna want to miss, by the way. Very concerning what's happening, and it's happening more often than people realize. It's very, very troubling. That video is going to be coming tomorrow. Every single 154 of you that are watching now, please stay tuned to tomorrow's video. Extremely important. In fact, that video that I'm going to be posting tomorrow is something that I'm not a fear monger, but it's concerning what's happening, especially with this specific angle. I would say that it would be one of my most important videos that I posted on the channel, but that's not really true. But it is pointing to the overall direction of what other videos I've done that talk about important things. However, I want to give you another warning that the absolutely most important video that I will ever create on this channel, and by the way, the reason why that's important is because I have 6.2 thousand videos, as you see here, and the absolute most important video on this channel will be coming in a week or so, probably. So stay tuned for that. Yes, very, very important video that should be shared everywhere. Yes, indeed. All right, but thank you. All right, let's see here. Southside Frankie, gold has just opened up higher. Just 1 gram of gold can be hammered into a sheet 1 square meter. So it's possible to cover the entire planet with it. That's right. Technically, it is, even with existing gold. That's true. Let's get back to the market. Speaking of which, as the markets have opened up, we can see now we're back where we started. Look at this, folks. We started the market open flat, and we're an hour and change and a half change into it, and gold and silver are both completely flat. Wow. Flat across the board for both gold and silver. Platinum down 2, palladium up 3. Insane in the membrane. But there it is. You don't see that too often. Count Derpula. There you go. We've got it. He's here. Thank you, Count Derpula, for popping in. Appreciate it. Silver and Cigars. Welcome. Good to see you. And good folks. By the way, thanks for participating in the poll tonight. And what will silver do by Friday this week? 50% of you now think it will go up. 28% say it will go down out of the 317 votes, and 23% say it will stay the same. All right, very good. So there's your markets right now. Let's get back to the Channel com. Now gold has gone down a dime right now, as I've just refreshed that one more time. Coins A to Z says, not so surprising considering how the West is losing a grip on reality thanks to their increasing embrace of woke leftism. Could not agree more. Very well said. By the way, the reason why this comment is so important is because Coins A to Z is an actual Democrat. I've actually watched his views shift before my very eyes back at around 2000 and maybe 17, 18. I think he started to kind of see the light on this aspect of the woke leftism. And now he's completely, he's an intellectually honest individual, and I appreciate that for sure. Yes, indeed. All right, you guys are great. Let's see here. And let's press on here. Sal's gals, I think I'm going to say, make the Salivation Nation great again. That they do. B-Bob says, something being rare is in the eye of the seeker. Well, they also call those the beholder too, right? But yes, that's right. Some comic books years ago were thought to be rare. eBay proves the industry wrong when everyone started selling their rare books. As for gold, I can pick it up anytime, easy to get, that's true. But the thing is rarity, and it is easy to get, but you have to pay a price for it. Why do you pay a price for it? Because the demand is high and there's not enough to go around. So it's a combination of rarity and demand. You can't have one without the other, for sure. Well, I mean, I guess you could. You could have rarity and it not be worth a lot. Like platinum. Platinum is 15 times more rare than gold, but it is not as easy to get. All right. Stage 274. Global debt is $302 trillion. Market cap of gold is 12.8 trillion. Let's go over here. To match debt levels, gold would need to rise 23.7 times, which brings the price to 46K. Yes, and the thing is these kind of ratios puts things in perspective, but not necessarily means that that's what the price should be, because that's not how the market works. But the narrative or the example gives you an idea of the derivatives markets and the debt-based society that the world has. Yes, indeed. Very, very true. All right. And this is about the news that I reported. I broke this on the channel or in the community. I think I was the first one to report on this about the longest prison sentences being handed down for the JP Morgan price manipulation case that I've been following since its inception. It says 2 years is not long enough, says Nicholas. These bastards defrauded me nominally of $200,000 in GLD and silver combined in a self-directed IRA account of all things. Hard to say what the exact loss is due to lost income opportunity. Going long precious metals should have been a no-brainer at the beginning of the Fed extraordinary monetary policy era, QE, etc. Any lawyer out there wants to represent me in a class action lawsuit, I would be happy to be the lead plaintiff. Well, the thing is the problem, Nicholas, is, I'd be very curious to know exactly how you measure $200,000 in losses, because, what about the gains as well you made when they manipulated the price up during that time? But I digress. That's a very subjective number and a subjective opinion. And by the way, loss of income opportunity is another thing, like suing for emotional damage or whatever. But interesting theory, interesting indeed. Be fascinating. But my guess is no lawyer would touch that with a 10-foot pole or a 20-foot pole or a $24 and, well, wait a minute. If we're talking silver, a $24.31 pole. All right. But yeah, be very interesting indeed. DS says, it's most definitely rare in my house. Yes, that's exactly. I hear you, brother. From America to Japan, crazy. Well, I'm still buying gold, platinum, and some silver. There you go. Yep. All right, and we've got the Bob experience. Let's see here. The Bob Experience says, so in a way, it's still rare because much of it is sunk to the core, which is mostly unreachable. Perhaps in the future, we will find new mining techniques to make gold more attainable. Yes, it's going to be way down in the future. Way in the future, for sure. All right. Very, very good. Yes, indeed. And we've got Coins A to Z says, I just unsubbed and resubbed. Hopefully that fixes the screwy algorithm. I hope so too, my friend. Thank you for doing that. We'll see what happens. And let's get back down here to some of these other comments. And we're going to go through here. Bosnian Stacker says, that's very nice. Keep up the good work and thumbs up. Thank you. And I appreciate him, the Bosnian Stacker, going through and watching these old videos. It definitely means a lot. And I know it takes his time to do that. So thank you. Paul, and a lot of gold in the oceans. That's right. A lot of gold there. Algorithm from Electric Ninja, which I appreciate that very, very much. This algorithm there. Snakebite says, awesome video, really cool facts about silver and asteroids. Thank you, brother. Actually, we're moving in the other direction. We're going to go back up this way. Why are you still selling face diapers? Oh, I guess they are still on the merchandise site. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't looked at that merchandise site in a long time. So I don't know why. I need to take those off of there. I don't think I've sold a single one. But I need to take those things off of there. But thanks for letting me know, James, Alex. Steve C, I love gold. Sal, go food. Yes, indeed. Love food, too. Food's pretty cool. I'm a big fan. Not a big fan of these, says Boston Stacker. The first look at the Kennedy gold $50. All right. You know what? I really wasn't for a while, too, but I did get one relatively recently. And I'm having it as a part of a collection that I'm putting together. I may do a video on, which will get for hardly any views because my collector videos hardly get any views. But anyways, Bosnian Stacker, very cool. And thanks for sharing this news with us. Nice video, thumbs up. Thank you. Iraqi dinar is a joke. So is it really losing value now? Silver and cigars, Iraqi dinar. That's now 1,000 to 1, he says. Okay. $2,500 would be a minimum for gold. It's just pure money. Silver has industrial uses. Sand is more abundant. So demand is a key factor. Double-digit prices just don't cover cost. It will. You will. Yes, you will love. Very good. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, Cranky Stacker. Appreciate you coming in tonight. All right. Very, very good. And we have got Death Child, otherwise known as Tessa Cunningham, saying the following here. One of my favorite lines from A Song in Space may be the final frontier, but it's made from a Hollywood basement. In my head, it's William Shatner singing the song with Spock as backup. Oh, that's pretty cool. We'll have to check that one out. All right. Oh, let's see here. As we press on here to the next episode, we have got Bradley Kaiser. I'm not making any purchases based on what you're saying, but I'm making some purchases. All right, there you go, Bradley. All right, nice, nice. Red Crawler in the chat says the following here. Let me get to where I can make this happen efficiently. Does the pre-33 St. Gaudens gold coin have finning issues? No, it does not. The estimate, see, the thing is that, number one, it's not high relief. Number two, they just did a better job, a different type of quality back then. You know what I mean? Very good. Yes, indeed. Oh, yes. Bosnian Stacker. I know I've mentioned that before. 333 votes in the poll, but only 232 likes. Something is wrong. Yes, indeed, it is. And I stopped asking people to thumb up, and I do appreciate those that do, because it only takes a second to do it. But people will vote in a poll here, but they won't thumb up. But we do have 332 votes. 50% of you think that silver is going to go up next week. 28% say down, and 23% say it's going to stay the same. So most are bullish or feel that it's going to at least stay where it is. But right now, as we look at the markets, it indeed is down 1 red cent, $24.31 for silver right now. Gold is down 70 cents as I record this live stream. We're live right now. Everything you're seeing is happening right now. Yes, indeed. That's why it's live. All right. Let's see. Let's move over here too. Email says the story is so fake they base their idiotic assumption on the composition of an asteroid. Different sources means different amounts of minerals. Yeah, I do think there's some of the, and maybe I didn't present it well, but it did kind of make sense as far as sampling some of the stuff, given that that's how most planets kind of come from asteroids, and there are some different minerals and stuff like that. It's based off of an assessment and a model, so we'll see here. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a lot more gold down there than previously thought, though. Even if you take into account some of the different amounts of minerals and percentages of minerals that are out there. Very good. All right. And Jacob Lopez says, notice how the footage provided to the world of India's latest landing looks like fifth grade CGI. Why is everything perhaps to outer space as CGI cartoons? This included our very own Earth. There's no photographs of the Earth. Well, Jacob Lopez, I think probably, yep, probably a flat earther. There's a lot of flat earthers out there. But anyways, that's all right. I'm not going to get into that debate again. But anyways, all right. But I believe it's an oblate spheroid. All right. Okay, yeah, there you go. So Bosnian Stacker is reporting to us. I actually have 6,292 videos. All right. Very good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Maybe one day I'll get to 7,000. Barry Stanton says, links to articles in the description would be appreciated. Well, very few people ask for those. On any of mine, you're one of the few, and so I just don't put it there. But all you got to do is just Google what I say in the video, because I usually mention the source, and you can just do a quick Google and pull it up yourself. Yes, indeed. Very, very easy to do. Hot-headed Joel says, what? Hot-headed Joel, I encourage you to go back and listen to the video again, and that will be the answer to your question. What? Bobby Agee, it's sad how most citizens are unaware how these agencies and institutions work. A peer-to-peer exchange to resolve an issue, not likely. New type of gold scam is out there, yes. All right. Very good. Thank you, Bobby Agee. All right. Somehow doubt all flat earthers believe the earth is flat. That's indeed very good. Yes, even when I know, yes, I doubt all flat earthers believe the earth is flat. Or a plane, right? Maybe a plane. Because they do understand that there's mountains and stuff like that. Flat earth is like flat beer, exactly. Well, apparently they believe there's an ice wall. But all you got to do is watch Truman Show, because in the Truman Show, we know that he put his hand on the wall and he didn't put his hand back, right? I mean, he wasn't like it was cold. So, anyways, but yeah, you put a hand on the wall. Just watch Truman Show. That tells you that's the closest we've come to the ice wall. Ernest movies. No, I don't think I've seen it. May he rest in peace. What do you mean, Vern? What do you mean, Vern? But I don't think I've seen maybe I have seen them a long time ago. There's like a couple of them, right? Yes, indeed. Poor guy died of lung cancer. He was a smoker at age 52. But yes, indeed. All right, very, very good. Let's march on forward and see here. EFT is the Ether. I don't get that. EFT is the Ether. I don't know what that means and what it has to do with this video. How's that? Very good. Let's see here. And Jim Varney. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. Very good. All right, let's do a couple more here quick. Well, we got a couple more. Well, I guess we're not that far off. Eli, I'm also wondering if the best time to presently to buy more PMs would be before Wednesday, when the commitment of traders is cut. Yes, it could be. I might be the time to do it to see what happens, if there's anything to the theory of this. Doyle, that's like getting $64,000 on a $302,000 home apartment in China in U.S. dollar terms. Fishy all the way around. Yep, indeed. Sure is. D. Cello Piano says here, they probably have a hard time manipulating the price of gold, so they come up with an asteroid idea. Nobody would believe any story from the same agency that said we would go back to the moon, but if it would be too painful, we've had the technology, but we lost it. Look up that quote. It's from their official spokesperson at the time. Real creepy dude, too. Probably deleted from the wonderful YouTube, but it can be found elsewhere. Let's see here. Yes. I don't know. And we'll see. Right. We've got Red Crawler. I have a platinum card, but no gold. All right. Got the platinum card. Bosnian Stacker. It's crazy for sure. Nice video and thumbs up. Thank you. The weirdest coin you've ever seen video. Yes, indeed. I forgot about this one. It's kind of a wild looking coin. All right. And Shane says here, my understanding is that you will find a lot more gold much closer to the surface as compared to the core, but mining the Earth's core could be possible using the same concept as fracking. I don't know. It would destroy the Earth, but hey, that hasn't stopped mankind thus far. All right. Yeah, I think they would, whatever device you send down there would probably melt for sure. Yes, indeed, would melt. Sergeant Gold is here. RR is here. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. And let's see here. We've got Chiwak Stuff catching up on these comments here. Says the following. If gold is no longer rare, diamonds have never been rare. And actually, diamonds actually are not rare, believe it or not, especially since they've been making them. That's right. They use diamonds' rarity to extract a higher price. Anyway, diamonds shouldn't cost near what they do, but they basically fix the conversion so that the fact never comes up. So Joe Blow keeps buying and paying entirely too much for them. And diamond may be forever, but paying it off will take just as long. That's true. Terry79 got you one-way ticket to North Korea. You're leaving tomorrow. Finally, I'll get to see Alan Gold. I've been missing him. Sao Jung give him a run for his money. As long as Terry does not block me, I worry that Terry might block me from my own channel. I hope that doesn't. So I've got to be on my best behavior. All right. Very, very good. And let's see here. The numismatist says, then I guess it's cheap enough to start making U.S. coinage again. There you go. That's right. The numismatist, if they can get it out of the ground. Josh says, rare enough, like grass, lawns, I'm a drought. Yes, indeed. Some places not had a lot of rain and had to mow and stuff lately for a while. Let's see if anything hell put into the spam folder. Yes, we've got this in the spam folder. Will it show up here? Will it show up there? No. That comment may have just gone into the ether. I'm not sure. But we're going to take a look here into the market prices again here. All right, now gold is down 70 cents. 70 cents now down for gold. Silver's down fraction of a cent. Not enough to register any movement in the change in terms of the units of measure there. Platinum is down 3. Palladium is up 5. There it is. All right. Very, very good. And so there you go. That concludes our market watch for tonight, guys. Very, very cool. And I thank you guys for joining me tonight. This has been a fun live stream. I apologize that the metals have not moved in a more appropriate or interesting and fascinating manner. There's only so much I can do to move the price of gold and silver. But thank you guys for being here with me tonight. And I know that being in this live stream was like watching gold paint dry. But nonetheless, it's an interesting process indeed. Next time, when I want to have the gold paint, I'll just use a hair dryer. Then I'll make it dry faster. That'll be much more exciting. All right, you guys are awesome. You're amazing. Appreciate each and every one of you. And I want to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for being here tonight. And I want to leave you with this sage piece of advice. That is to keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. And stay tuned for tomorrow morning's video. Very important video coming tomorrow morning. Thank you guys. Take care.